blog of the week is What My Boyfriend Wore. Creator Sergio Inez is joining me on the couch, and he's just come back from the Durban July. Welcome. We're here to talk about your blog, What My Boyfriend Wore. Take me through how this started.
Okay, so a while back, a girl I used to date had a blog of her own, and she was quite, and she still is quite a big blogger, and she was trying to get me to start a blog too. She really liked the way that I dressed, and so in her attempt at getting me to start a blog about that, she opened up an Instagram account called What My Boyfriend Wore, and she would just take a photo of my outfit each day. I kind of played along. I didn't really think it was going to go anywhere because I kind of thought, who cares what I have on that day? A lot of
people, apparently.
And so it turned out that quite a few people did seem to care, and it grew at a really high speed. And so I started to engage with the audience. They would ask me where I bought these shoes, or how do I pair up these jeans with that. And so I kind of thought, well, there's actually a need for very much answering the low end parts of getting dressed, or kind of the low end parts of being a man and trying to dress well. And there's quite a few blogs out there that are all about high end. So they'll tell you what is on the latest kind of runway shows, but I don't really know how that speaks to the man on the street who just wants to know what to pair his tie with. And so I started the blog as a way to kind of trying to do more of a job of educating and trying to kind of take the focus off of me. I didn't really like the idea of being out there and saying, look, today I'm wearing this, and this I've got a flower on, now I've got these shoes. And so I kind of started the blog as a way to educate and kind of bring out like the basic style rules. And these are real rules that have been around for years and years. Things like having, to make sure your shoes match your belt and that kind of stuff, which I think is stuff that most guys don't know. And so I started the blog as more of an educational tool, both for me and the audience, because I started to learn as I went along. And that's kind of how it grew, and that's where it is now.
That's awesome. What are some questions that guys ask you?
They kind of vary, and they're always quite straight. I mean, they'll be like, I'm going to a wedding in the day. The invite says, it's kind of like the invite will say formal. What do I wear? And it usually isn't a one answer thing. It kind of becomes an interaction with that person. I'll usually get it through email, and so I'll ask them a bunch of stuff like, well, what do you have in your wardrobe? Do you own a suit? Have you got this kind of suit? And so I will try and find a way to make his wardrobe work for him, because there is no real answer to those things. There's no one standard answer. The answer can't always be go out and buy yourself a whole new outfit.
Right.
It should always be like, well, how do you get the clothes that you have to work for that?
I think that's important, and a lot of people don't know how to make what they already have work for them. Now, I think one of your latest posts was a video, and I want to talk about a quote that I heard in it. It said, if you have a sense of style, your clothes should clash a little bit, and I thought that was quite interesting. Is that true?
I believe it's true. I mean, the quote did come from the thing that the guy on the clip said. I believe it's absolutely true. I think you want to walk that fine line between being able to make sure that the items you're wearing all match. But if everything comes together, and everything is too matchy, then you just look too matchy. So you want to have that little piece that kind of throws it off, and you go, oh, what if I thought of doing that? And I think that's what creates that idea of style, is being able to choose that item that shouldn't belong but does.
Now, does it always have to be an item? Can it be a color, a pattern?
No, I would think it would be one piece.
Okay.
And it could answer to all of those. So you could be wearing kind of all blue everything, and have like a bright pink scarf that just works. So it's not about the fact that it's the scarf, or that it's a pink. It's the one item that almost tends to clash with everything else, but pulls the whole outfits together.
Now, were you always fashionable?
I don't. By answering that, I'd almost admit that I am now, and I don't particularly think that I am.
I can say that you are.
Thank you, I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
I'll say that I've always had an interest in clothes from a very, very kind of young age, and I mean very young. I would enjoy the opportunity of going out with my mom and going to buy like a new pair of shoes. It was a new pair of shoes time, and it's not like I would walk into a store and go, okay, I'll just take those ones. It would be like, we have to go to every shop. I've got to try them all on. I need to know, this is, if I can only have one pair of shoes, I need to know that these are the best shoes. So I've always
like
had,
the most
I've always
thought
had
out
this interest.
child ever.
It was. I was like a crazy, like, the suede. Well, the suede worked though with my jeans. It would be like, it was that kind of, So I've always had an interest in it. I don't know if I've always had the means to be able to kind of to play it out to the way that I can now, I suppose.